So Netflix decided to take a real bite out of the vampire genre in Day Shift. A real blood-soaked, action-packed comedy good time. What's up, everybody, and welcome to my review of Day Shift. Thank you so much, guys, for clicking here. I really do appreciate that. So Day Shift follows the story of Bud Jablonski, a hard-working dad who tries to provide for his family by hunting and killing vampires. Like with everything else, it seems like, I found out about this movie through social media. It's a new Netflix movie, which is streaming right now. It just started streaming the past couple, 2-3 days, called Day Shift. I watched the trailer. I was impressed. So, of course, I was intrigued. I started it up. Wow. But did this live up to expectations? Was it good enough to sink my teeth in, or did it suck? Let's find out and start out with the positives for Day Shift. It was an interesting change. Unlike other vampire movies, I like the whole concept of it being daytime and vampires still roaming around. You get more of a threat that way. It's not just at nighttime in this movie, but it's at daytime, and hence the name Day Shift. It makes the threat bigger. It makes it more real. I mean, sure, they're still vulnerable to sunlight. I mean, that never changed. I mean, since the beginning of the whole vampire lore, they've always been afraid of daylight, and with good reason too. That doesn't really change in this movie, but they still take risks. And I actually like that part of the story. I really did like that concept. I mean, sure, there's probably been other vampire movies out there where they kind of have stepped into the light, but not as much as this, I'm sure. It just added to the danger. And it just added to the all-around tenseness of this film, what they are going for. And I gotta mention, Jamie Foxx and Dave Franco, the two main characters of this film. Their chemistry was great. It was like one of those buddy cop movies, but instead of bad guys, it's vampires, which I guess in term is the same thing. But still, they were hunting vampires, and it was kind of like a buddy cop situation of this film, which we hardly get none of anymore. And I really did like that. The chemistry between them two, it was priceless. Jamie Foxx, he plays this dad who's trying to provide for his family. He don't want to lose his daughter. So he goes out hunting vampires, and there's a real market out there for his fangs. They bring up this whole thing to where, just like with anything else, you'd probably go into a pawn shop, sell jewelry or a watch or anything of value. Well, they're saying in this movie that vampires' fangs, just depending on what breed they are, you get either more or less for it, and you just trade it in like anything else in the real world that you would just do, like jewelry or a watch or anything of value. And that was pretty interesting. So yeah, that's Jamie Foxx. Yeah, he plays this dad who doesn't want to lose his daughter, so he tries to provide for him, and then he just goes killing vampires. So it's kind of a win-win. You know, he kills evil in the world while at the same time making money. So I thought that was pretty interesting too. But he's like this tough, no bullshitter guy. He doesn't bullshit around with anybody, and he's kind of on a time limit. Because like I said, he don't want to lose his daughter. As opposed to Dave Franco, which is completely opposite. This pencil pusher, nerd, by the book type of guy that just wants to follow the rules. And he's with somebody that's loose cannon, if you will. It made for a great chemistry and a great dynamic between the two. And it just worked. It's like having hot and cold, salt and sugar. They just don't mix. But again, it worked for this movie, especially for the comedy style. Because of that, the comedy definitely worked. The humor between them two, again, was priceless. You also about Dave Franco, he has this thing where he pisses his pants all the time, which that added to like the craziness and wacky comedy of this, where Jamie Foxx is always calm, cool, and collected. And he's like, you piss your pants. Okay, go change. Just go change. That was just funny. This guy who's just rough and tough, maybe a little unorthodox in Jamie Foxx, and then you have this other guy who's completely opposite, just in every way. It just worked for the film. Plus, you got Snoop Dogg, which I don't see him acting in much. He was big in the early 2000s, but I guess he's just mostly focusing on his rap career, which that's understandable. Before he was an actor, he was a rapper. He's been rapping since like the mid 80s. I think that's when he got started. But it's cool seeing Snoop Dogg in this movie. I was surprised, like, whenever I was flipping through Netflix before I actually watched this, they have those previews on there. And I saw a scene with Snoop Dogg talking to Jamie Foxx. And I was like, oh, okay, I didn't even know that. I looked at the poster, but sometimes the writing is too small. So it's like, it said Snoop Dogg right up there. Right after I watched it, I was like, okay, wow. Shit. That was awesome. I just wish he'd go back to acting is all. I never had a problem with the guy's acting, as well as his rap, of course, because I'm a rap fan. I ain't ashamed to admit it. The film looked awesome. It was a pretty movie to look at. Cinematographer Toby Oliver did a really good job. It was very slick. It was very smooth. It was so authentic, which made the feel very satisfactory. He knew how to balance things out, because the tone was very dark, yet it was very light. The tone was very dark when it wanted to be, which made it very unique. Because this movie, a majority of this movie was filmed in the day, took place during the daytime, dealing with vampires. Then you get a scene where they're going to a house, and it just turns really dark, and what's about to jump around that corner? Oh shit! That really added to this movie as well. One minute it was dark and surreal, the next minute it was normal. Again, going back to the balance of it all. The entertainment value was just off the charts. I really did enjoy this. The entertainment value was just up a notch. I haven't really felt this strongly about a vampire movie since Underworld. Of course, we have not been getting much vampire movies lately. The one that we probably have been getting was like probably straight to DVD, but we just don't get that much. The last big one I remember seeing was the last Underworld movie, and that one wasn't that great. But with Day Shift, the entertainment value was up there. And believe you me, it was definitely there. It was definitely much to be had there. There were some interesting kills, which was badass. How many more times could you decapitate a person? Oh, lo and behold, yeah, you show me another way. As if I've seen it all. Now I have. Oh, wait, no. There's another way. How else can you decapitate a person? Oh, yeah, okay. That was very interesting. Yeah, it's just the level of newer ways and newer kills. You can only kill a person so much, but this movie pretty much proved me wrong there. There's plenty of gore, plenty of blood for all you gore hounds out there like moi. Plenty of it there, so you'll definitely be satisfied in that area. They didn't shy away at all. But the vampires were pretty cool, were pretty awesome. We would get these very unique vampires. Unlike the other movies we've seen, these vampires seem like they don't have a single bone in their body. Like, as soon as a vampire bites you in this movie, your bones pretty much evaporate and you operate on nothing but muscle. Because when somebody would slam dunk one of these things to the ground, they would get up as if they were being possessed. If you ever seen any of The Exorcist or any possession movie, and how the girl would always get up from her back, every time when one of these things would get slam dunk, they would fall in a very weird way and then get right back up. As if they were boneless, pretty much. And it looked very slick. It added to that difference of vampires that we've gotten in cinema before. It was very unique. It was very entertaining. Some awesome action sequences. You get shoot 'em ups. You get car chases. On top of that, you get plenty of horror and kills, and it was surprising. It was very surprising. I knew what I was getting into. I seen the trailer. I didn't know it was this level. It was next level shit. This movie, it was pretty good. Damn. It's not your typical vampire movie. Like, at all. It's more. Plus, we got a great villain. I don't know what the girl's name was. I didn't take enough time to look her up before doing this review, but you get a great villain here. She's this real estate developer hell-bent on revenge because of what happened in the first act, which I won't ruin. But she's hell-bent on revenge on this guy, on Jamie Foxx. And she does like certain things that really make you want to hate her. It's a fun movie. Day Shift is definitely a fun movie. The only thing that'll drag us to the mixed is the story. Now I know what they were going for. This dad, trying to provide for his family and him killing vampires. But I wish there was more to it. I like the concept of vampires hunting people during the day. It makes it more dangerous, more tense. Instead of just waiting for night, it could be any time. But I just wish there was something there. I wish there was something more there. Again, I didn't really completely fully have a problem with the direction and with what they were trying to go for. I just wish there would have been just a little bit more there. But all in all, guys, I really had a fun time with this movie. It's on Netflix now. I suggest you check it out as soon as possible, as soon as you get off work, or with your family, with your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever. Just share this movie, get it recognized, and you'll have a fun time watching it. You definitely will. Just take my word for it, and thank me later. For all its grand gesture, Day Shift is definitely worth a watch and should be put on a pedestal. So Day Shift, for those of you who have seen it yet, what did you think of it? Did you find any entertainment value? Did you enjoy this film in terms of gore and action? Did you enjoy Dave Franco and Jamie Foxx's chemistry together? Or was this not for you? Was it a buzzkill? Leave me your comment down below and give me your thoughts. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, and share as always, and click that bell icon so you don't miss a thing. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.